stepping out of shadows into divine destiny. We live in a world choked by fear, clouded by confusion, and heavy with the shadows of sin and hopelessness. This blinding absence of light leaves us wandering, searching for a direction we cannot find on our own. But this struggle is not new. 2000 years ago, the people of Israel gathered for the Feast of Tabernacles. In the center of the temple stood 4 massive 75-foot golden lampstands, a spectacular memorial of the pillar of fire that guided their ancestors through the wilderness. Yet, as grand as those flames were, they were only temporary. They had to be refilled, relit, and eventually they flickered out, leaving the courtyard in darkness once again. Into this flickering scene of sacred tradition, Jesus stepped forward. He didn't just offer another torch, he stepped forward as a permanent fulfillment of the entire festival, declaring with absolute authority, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but he will have the light of life." John 8:12. This second I am statement in the Gospel of John is far more than a beautiful metaphor. It's a breathtaking promise of rescue. Jesus didn't just bring light. He is the light. Light is his very nature. He is the true Shekinah glory, the divine presence that never dims, never departs, and brings clarity to chaos. With him, the spectral whispers of your past are silenced, the dead ends are transformed into new directions, and worry is traded for glory. Let's see how Jesus the light satisfies all the properties of light in physics and perfectly fits into the mechanics of our soul. 1. Sovereignty. Light never negotiates for space or debates with shadows. By its very nature, it occupies and displaces. When the light of Christ enters, victory is default because darkness cannot exist in the presence of the sovereign light. 2. Velocity. Light is the fastest force in existence, traveling at approximately 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second. In the time it takes to blink your eye once, light can circle the earth 7 times. The moment you flip the switch of faith and welcome the celestial light, he drives out the darkness at the speed of grace, transforming your life with instantaneous clarity. Remember the pillar principle. In Exodus 14, the same fire was a path for the Israelites and a barrier for the Egyptians. The light did not change its intensity. The posture of the people did. This is the central mystery of Christ. The manifestation is the same, but the experience is determined by the heart of the observer. If you change your posture and draw into proximity, the light becomes your path and not your trap. The threefold glow. The same voice from Genesis 1:3 that commanded light into chaos now brings 3 things to your soul. First, you are liberated into your authentic identity when you look to the light. Light strips away your masks. Ephesians 5:13 says, "Everything exposed by the light becomes visible." It exposes you not to shame you, but to heal you. Psalm 34:5 promises, "Those who look to him are radiant. Their faces are never covered with shame." When you stop looking at your shadows and start looking at Jesus, you finally start shining. Second, you are upgraded through spiritual photosynthesis when you stay in the light. Just as a plant cannot manufacture its own food but must receive light from the sun, your spirit needs Christ to produce fruit. By staying in the light, you naturally produce the harvest of Ephesians 5:9, goodness, righteousness, and truth. You don't have to struggle to be good. You simply stay in the light and the fruit appears. And third, you are guided by the living word when the writer becomes your light. The truth that was once a lamp to David's feet, Psalm 119 verse 105, in the desert is now the light of the world walking beside you. Guidance is no longer just a map for a page. It's a relationship. The God who wrote the path is now the God who leads your way. The tension. Light is a paradox. It heals, but it can also hurt. To those seeking the truth, light is a liberation. But to those clinging to shadows and secret sins, light feels like a threat because it exposes what you've been working so hard to hide. This is the divine tension. Light demands change. The world tried to extinguish the light at the cross to keep its deeds of sin hidden. But the resurrection proved that darkness is powerless against it. If you feel the sting of light today and the discomfort of being truly seen, do not run back into the shadows. Treat that sting as an invitation. It's the divine light at work. Let that light strip away the mask so that your healing can begin. The urgency. A time-sensitive choice. In Johannine theology, light brings the moment of decision and judgment. Judgment isn't just a distant future event, it's a choice you make the moment the light appears. Jesus warns us in John 12:35-36, walk while you have the light before darkness overtakes you. This is the divine urgency here. Light is a gift, but the darkness of sin, rejection, and spiritual blindness is the consequence of delay. Don't waste years wandering when the light is standing right in front of you. John 12:46 reminds us, I have come into the world as a light, so that no one who believes in me should stay in darkness. The choice is yours and the time is now. Conclusion. Go and shine. You are called to be a city on the hill. Matthew 5:14, a divine lighthouse. You carry the most powerful force in the universe, so do not hide. Let your life draw people out of their shadows and into the truth. The world is tired of flickering candles and flake glows. It's waiting for the true light of Jesus in you. Go and be the brilliance the world has been looking for.